Alright. Arms dealer. Don't know if I want that. I know I don't want pacifist. Engineer we did not long ago. Explorer we did not long ago, and I also don't like Explorer anymore. Farmer we did like a few ago. Crazy is like kind of my bread and butter. I wouldn't mind doing crazy. Thief Dagger. Transition to shurikens. Let's go. This is probably my comfort pick. Scissors, the best item that I'll never take. I don't think we roll on 5 here. We don't have to do shuriken. We could go full daggers. Daggers and knives. So I already have 25 attack speed. Just taking health to survive. I didn't know it was possible to get a tier 2 in the wave 2 shop. Apparently it is. Claw, I don't... As much as I do actually like Claw nowadays, I don't think it makes sense here. Could rather have this. We could upgrade that too. Alright. I think 4 and 2 is fine. I want the majority of the hits happening with Thief Dagger, but the knife will be the real damage dealer. Oh yeah. No melee damage yet. Oh, that took everything. If you say so. I suppose not having melee damage would be good for me, because isn't it, oh no, you do have to get the kill. Oh, never mind then. It's like, if it's just hitting, then that's fine, but if I actually have to kill the enemy, then sure, probably should get some melee damage. Hey, there's some melee damage. It's looking likely that we don't go shurikens this run. The hell is that? Wish these weapons were better about, like, staggering themselves. Definitely feeling a bit light on the damage because we don't have any melee damage. But, Hopefully we'll get some of that soon enough. It is literally not offered us a single melee damage upgrade, but I don't want to spend too much on rerolls. Maybe a head injury wasn't worth buying right now. I don't have to buy it, I guess. Probably should. Definitely should not have locked it, though. It's not good enough to lock. It's good later on, but right now it's maybe going to add 1 damage, maybe, if that. Well, maybe we can play catch up if we find mastery or something. Revolver, okay. Sanity we definitely take. You know, maybe I don't need melee damage, to be honest, for a while. I am doing 46 crit on my knife, it looks like. Only 26 on the thief dagger, though. I can't find melee damage, apparently. Okay, there, finally. 7% crit. We don't want to go over crit. I always end up going like over 100% crit. We're already at 81 on the tier 3. Yeah, we've already gained so many materials from these thief daggers. Look at that. Take that. Stone skin eventually could be good. I could get it now for cheap, but it's like not really helping me at the moment. I don't think we take it. I guess we could take another lemonade. Ooh. Do I go to 3 and 3? I feel like I should. It's going to cost me a little bit of economy to do that, but at this point, I think we just need to get strong. Especially in this tank wave. Need to be careful because I have not invested much in defense right now. I can't just blindly take hits. I have a lot of attack speed. I do think Gentle Alien could make sense here. Padding, maybe. I don't think so, not into wave 9. Yeah, we'd much rather have this. Alright, well, melee damage up to 11. It's not where you'd want it to be, but it's enough that with the amount of crit we have, should at least be able to get through this. And attack speed being pretty high is really good for this fight. We earned a lot of money there. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that I have piggy bank. Wish me luck. Sharp bullet if I find a high tier shuriken maybe, but I don't think so. One more gentle alien. Definitely cute monkey. Take the gentle alien, take that. I don't know if I want the alien eyes. Tractor, no. That will take. Okay, this will take. Triangle of Power could be good on this build, I think. I don't think I can afford to take like too many hits. Then again, I don't have dodge, so I will be taking hits. But I also just won't be taking like regen and sustain and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I won't take it. It's not very positive even if you take a few hits. Like, even if you're only gaining a little bit of percent damage, it's a lot of money to pay. I'll have to think about it. So there was 3 hits already. 4 hits. We're already down to like 10% damage gained, roughly a little. I guess one more hit, maybe at 10% damage gain. I don't think I take it. It also means it's like the reverse of Wisdom, like by the end, when shit's the hardest, like is when you're doing the least amount of damage. Save that for the next one. Man, did I really lose so much range? They were at the negatives now. Okay, there's a shuriken if I want it. I think it would be worth taking. I mean, think wave 14 and stuff. It's going to be massively good in those waves. Getting a lot of double, because I didn't pick up many materials last fight. Kind of got cornered there at the end. Alright, we earned a lot there. I'm definitely going to take that when I see it. Alright, I think we can kill bosses. The range is going to be an issue, so what was the damage spread there? So see, shurikens are already at tier 2, performing about as well as the tier 3 knives. Or actually better than the tier 3 knife, definitely better than the tier 3 daggers, but not as good as the tier 4 knife. Just something to think about. What is our percent crit at? 99 already on the knife, the tier 4 one at least, so I don't think we take sunglasses. But claw tree we could probably take. I don't know that I take thief daggers anymore. I think we need to transition to other stuff. Post won't be that good. Take another one of these. Our range, though, is just absolutely in the gutter. Alright, this would be good if I survive. If it's Croc, who knows? I'll probably beat anybody else, though. Oh, we'll definitely beat this guy. Oh, shit. What am I getting fucking hit by? Seriously, do not die to this guy. Oh my god, I'm gonna die to this guy, aren't I? Let's not die to him. I don't know what I was getting hit by. I can't see. I literally can't see sometimes. I'm just like... I may still be able to kill him. Maybe just my short range was throwing me off. 20 seconds. Can we get this done? Oh yeah, we definitely can get it done. Alright, there we go. Oh, get that. Fucking hell, dude. These goddamn tanks do so much damage. I feel like the elite survives about as long as they do. Their health is ridiculous, their speed is ridiculous, their hitbox is ridiculous, the amount of damage they do is ridiculous, and they drop no materials. Fuck them. Fuck everything about them. Okay, this is a good pickup. 5 armor, really good. Everything here is good other than the engineering. 12 for us. I guess we take this because we are taking the power generator. Definitely take that. I wouldn't mind maybe taking Lost Duck, just because I do technically rely a bit on the stuff, the plants at the moment. We'll get a little bit of range back with the tonic. Keep in mind, I still have technically 100 range with my precise weapons, so I still am actually having range, but it would be nice to have more. I'd love to find one more shuriken. Even if it's tier 1. I mean, the 2 knives should be able to largely clear most of the melee range stuff out. Armor. Lose some crit here just to get a bunch of stats. I suppose so. I could cap my speed. I still get the bonus if I go above. But that gives me no regen, actually, because I've dumped 8 of it. The engineering is pointless. I just get 80 range out of it. I don't think it's worth 80 range. Alright, we could take another one of these. gain 5 range, I guess. But I'm always going to buy a little muscly dude when I see it. I should probably... It might be a little late for black belt. Yeah, I think I won't take black belt. Alright, wave 14 is definitely one I wish I had 2 shurikens for, but if I can keep them under control, it'll be good. Man, is it just me or do I not... I feel like I've added so much attack speed, but it doesn't feel like I'm attacking as fast as I should be. 97 attack speed. It doesn't feel like 97 attack speed, if I'm being honest. I don't really know what I'm necessarily expecting. I expect to not be having issues here, clearing out these waves. When I'm running mostly melee here, 1 shuriken. Like, these knives should be just demolishing them. I didn't pick any of that up at the end. Take, take, take. We may want to take this, but I don't know that I will. Okay, tentacle, huge pickup. This is probably worth it. I know I lose 10% damage by it, but that's like a lot of damage to gain 40 attack speed. Now I should be attacking pretty fast. Tentacles should be giving me a lot of health. So we have close to 100% crit. I would gain 132 luck if I take this. I don't even think I'm going to take it, honestly. I don't think it does much for me, actually. 72 at times 3. Could maybe go with the white flag at this point. There's a tier 1 shuriken. Look at the difference there. I'm gonna take it. Alright, perfect. Still earning a lot of money. Ooh, that's good. That's worth it. We want range at this point. Another tentacle, definitely. I'm gonna still stay to 2 shurikens though, I think. Getting rid of a tier 4 weapon feels bad, even if it's Thief's Dagger. Alright, I'm at 100% crit, 100% crit, 100% crit, 100% crit even on the tier 1, so we don't need insanity at this point. Give me 1 second. Alright. So, elite. I can take on Croc even. Uh-oh, it's my new nemesis. Frickin'. Oh, look how fast we're killing this guy. Get back here. Oh, man. It's wild how much damage we're doing, actually. I know we're strong, but this is like crazy, literally. Aptly named character. This character is just so good. So satisfying. I don't know what it is. There's just something satisfying about playing the character. I mean, I guess the tier 4 knives do a lot of damage. Octopus. I lose crit chance, but that's not too big of an issue. I gain 12 max HP, but then the sustain stats are wasted. I don't even know that I take this, to be honest. I actually think I'm going to ditch it. Like, losing 8% crit chance doesn't sound... It would bring me below the crit. I'm going to recycle it. Like, this is a bit more reasonable. Alright, we can get that shuriken upgrade. Let's just double check the damage done. Actually, still the shurikens were, like, doing the majority. The tier 4 knives didn't actually outdo the tier 3 shuriken, even on the elite fight, so kind of shows how good shuriken is. A bandana could be okay with my shurikens. I guess I take it at this point. Immediately into speed. I'll take it. And I shouldn't take it. Take attack speed. Clover, no. I could do wheat, I guess. That's a lot of money for 4 melee damage. Oh, shuriken almost passed that up. how much money these ended up earning. It's wild. That's so much money. This is maybe worth it. It's a little dumb that I'm paying $243 for 8 when I could have just got the 12 for free. But at least I'm losing luck here instead of crit. I'll take it. We don't really need Rip and Tear. Garden's fine. Just cover our bases in case I mess up the final fight. Have some sustain just in case. I doubt it's going to be tough. Most likely it's just going to be a hilarious, like, 10-second fight. I mean, if I killed Colossus that fast, don't see why it would be any different for the final 2 bosses. Almost $1,000. Still over 100, so I don't need Insanity. Alien Baby could be the good final item here. Let's see what else would have been there. Nothing. Alright. Let's do it. Okay, taking a little bit of time. Guy's down. Alright, did I call it 10 seconds? I think it went above 10 seconds. I think it was like 20 seconds, but hey, I'll take it. This character is just so good. Probably the most different, the biggest diff between what's on paper versus how it plays out of all the characters. Because when I look on paper, I'm like, this doesn't seem that amazing. But I mean, I guess it is. 25% attack speed is a lot. I mean, that's more than a tier 4 upgrade. And then 30% dodge is not that big of a downside when you just factor in that... By the way, I probably should not have been buying blindfolds. I always forget that. Like, these are probably not needed to buy, because obviously dodge is not happening. But, yeah, I mean, if dodge is just the one thing that's dumped, you don't really care about range or engineering loss. It's just a gigantically positive character in that regard. Like, there's really no negative other than you just, you know, you can't do dodge. You could if you wanted to, but, you know, you just don't do it. And then stick to your precise weapons so you get 100 range on them. You start with a knife on top of the weapon that you start with, and then 25% attack speed is a lot of attack speed. It's 5 tier 1 upgrades. Really good character. Knife got the job done at the end there. You know, when there's not as many enemies on the screen, Shuriken does not outperform Knife. That's one thing to note. So it's fine to keep the spread how we had it, I think. How much money did we get? 918 and 386. And I think technically there was like, we recycled a dagger that got like 6 materials. So, I don't know, over 1,200 materials gained. Pretty wild. A lot of the usual suspects showing up in this run that I like to see. You know, I like Poisonous Tonic, I like Finn. I do like Alien Magic. I love Tentacle. Tentacle is amazing. Starting to love Statue. This thing gave 535, that's pretty good. Power Generator, super good. We're getting 40, or I guess 38% damage out of it. 99 from Recycling Machine. I'm like, really? Didn't I recycle a red item? I must have only recycled that one red item. Well, that's a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have. 247. I actually would have thought that saved more, considering we were buying a lot of stuff. And yet another run where I just ignore luck entirely. I shouldn't have even taken this, probably. I don't know, I'm just like increasingly convinced that both harvesting and luck are pretty much never worth it. Well, they're not never worth it, but they're often not. I think the problem with harvesting is it helps me out later in the easy rounds. And I sacrifice in the early rounds for it. It's kind of the same thing with luck. Not one-to-one as harvesting is, but I think my problem with luck is it only increases your odds. It doesn't have a guarantee to really do anything. It truthfully doesn't. And like having no luck is also not a guarantee that the luck does a lot of things, but it's a very small effect on all of those things. I think the existence of caps on several of the things luck can affect is probably why I don't like it that much. Like the shops. I mean, did we have any problem finding tier 4 stuff? Not really. Just the items is really the only thing, but who needs them? I don't need them. Cute Monkey doing good. 4 banners, that's really good. We did a lot of moving around with the range. But yeah, I love Crazy. You know what we could do? Could do a quick... I've been keeping a running tier list. You know, the tier list that I did earlier. Let me see if I can... So this is how it was. This is what it is, at least at the point I'm at the game right now. Wait, I need to... hold on. Is that showing? The fuck? There we go. So let's see. I can move these around, right? Okay. So this is what it was. In my most recent thoughts, maybe a week or two ago. Let me think if anything's changed here. So, Crazy definitely deserves S. I know that much. Okay, Farmer needs to be higher. Farmer probably... I could bump Knight lower. Probably Cyborg as well. Multitasker... Is Multitasker S? I know... Where's Ranger? I think Ranger can bump to A. Entrepreneur should probably be S. I could probably argue Engineer S as well. Pacifist needs to go down. Okay, Generalist needs to be in the weak, I think, or maybe at least swingy. I don't think Lucky's necessarily, or Mutant is not necessarily weak. Brawler's not weak either. maybe even strong. I don't know. I've had very... I guess for me, it's still swingy or unsure. Maybe at the top. Because, like, I feel very weak with him sometimes, and I feel very powerful with him sometimes. It definitely feels in the swingy tier. Gladiator probably should go in swingy as well. It's just kind of a shit show. One-armed, probably weak is probably correct. Well-rounded. I do feel well-rounded is kind of weak. I don't know. I'd hate to say it, but I may have to put Jack up to D. I'm 5-0 with Jack ever since I started collecting data. So, definitely Chunky and Fisherman stay in Z for me. I'm going to pump Jack up. I could even put him in C. I mean, honestly, it really just depends on Gentle Alien or Mouse. If you get those, he's not too bad, but if you don't, it's bad. I'm going to put him to swingy, bottom of swingy. Saver is on the cusp of F and D. I still think I keep Arms Dealer and Streamer in F. Ghost was pretty miserable lately, but I don't know. I've had some really good runs with Ghost, so I'll keep playing around. It is pretty freaking... That minus 100 armor is just a gigantic downside, though. I mean, a massive. One of the worst downsides in the entire game. And I don't know that the upsides... I don't think I could ever go above D with Ghost. You know, everything in the D, I think just the downsides generally outweigh the upsides, except for Well-Rounded. Well-Rounded just has no downsides other than his upsides are very small. And his weapon selection sucks. Alright, let me do another review here. I don't know, is Knight and Cyborg and Multitasker really S tier characters? I don't know that they are. Renegade probably should be an A. Oh, Cryptid should definitely be an A. Probably here. Sick is assuming you take SMGs. I think we assume we take the right, you know, the most powerful weapons in each case. I could put, I think Brawler's reasonable. Probably Soldier is reasonable too. Probably Apprentices as well. I don't know, Apprentice... I mean, if you're gonna go, like, Slingshot, you're probably fine. It's just that the health downside is pretty big, though. Yeah, I think these are roughly what I think right now. At least at the time of this video. You know, the time I'm playing it, at least. These videos just come out about 2 weeks after I've played them. I just always have to keep a queue because I will... Unfortunately, just the nature of my life and career will take me away for 2 weeks at a time sometimes, so I always try to keep it up 2 week-ish queue available to a buffer, so shall we say. I don't even know if I'm making sense at this point. Yeah, I think this... It's hard to say it's fully accurate. Because they just keep moving around a lot. And a lot of these characters, I'm not going to play them much. You know, I'm not going to play Pacifist much because it's so boring. So like, Pacifist very well could be good. Same with, like, Mutant. Mutant's pretty boring to me. Whereas a lot of the others, like, I'll jam jam the yes button on crazy every time it comes up. I mean, I should probably be putting Demon ahead of the likes of Golem. You know, I'm a little lower on Loud than most. But, you know, it's just a little. By a little, I mean, it's not at, like, the top. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have it as their top character, and probably at least top 5. I guess right now it's, like, number 8 for me. I think that's probably about how I feel about it. It's definitely an easy character. It's probably easier than Lich. It's probably easier than Golem, too. I don't know that it's easier than Demon. It's definitely not easier than the top 4 here for me. I think, to me, I don't know, Speedy, I feel like Masochist and Doctor and Farmer Masochist and Doctor for sure are like, I think they're unlosable. I don't think you can lose with them. And I don't know that I ever have in my entire time playing the game. I don't know if I have. Maybe I have and I've forgotten about it, but whereas like Farmer you could technically lose some of those early rounds if you're just not paying attention before things have kicked off. But I don't know how you lose with Doctor and Masochist. They're like the same character. Essentially. You're either doing meta-guns or scissors with them, and you're just never dying. You're killing everything. You don't have to you don't have to pay attention to what you're doing, really, other than just look at your life total. Like, Speedy is really good too, but it is technically... You can run into some issues similar to Farmer if you're really not paying attention. And it's same with Demon. Like, there is that sweet spot early on where you're being a little risky, probably. At least I am, with my health going down to like 0 health. And buying a bunch of stuff. And then past that point, it's incredibly easy. But, you know, similar to Farmer, you could technically die if you just accidentally run into an enemy. And really, Loud's pretty similar, too. It's like, you're probably not going to lose, but you could. I just don't think you can lose with Masochist and Doctor, and for that reason, I think we have to add a new tier here. Let's give it, like, the S plus unlosable. Apparently that's not a word. Hard to lose. I really do want to put these 3 in there too, but I do feel like there's a little bit of a step down from these 2 to those 3, and then from these 3 to the rest of this group, I think there's a step down too. I mean, you know what? Let's just. I think it's easier for me if I make more tiers here to see if I'm evaluating them correctly. We'll say. We'll say this is hard to lose, but possible. Does Loud go in there? And this is going to be... I'm just going to say it's impossible to lose. I mean, you'd have to try to die. I don't think I'm exaggerating there. I think you would really have to try to die. And... yeah, it's hard to lose with them. You know, you just have to make those mistakes early. trying to think. I've technically never lost with Golem, but I do feel like maybe he's not that good. I have had some close calls with him for sure. Yeah, I think Loud probably goes in S+. Honestly, Lich should too. And if Lich should, then so should Golem. And then so should Bull. Now we're getting into this problem again. We're getting into this problem again. I don't know. I mean, I've definitely lost with Lich before. So maybe we'll keep it like this for now. I'm going to put Crazy above Lich, I guess. I'm going to put S. I actually put Crazy above Golem. Bull. I think we should put Entrepreneur above Bull. It's probably pretty close to Lich, I feel. Engineer probably goes in S as well. If Entrepreneur is in S, then so should Engineer. I don't know which one's better between them. Probably Engineer. Multitasker with sticks, I think, is S. It's been a while since I really played Knight, so Knight, I don't know. I remember him being pretty easy. He scales off like armor, and I think doesn't have tier 1 weapons show up. So I'll have to give Knight another shot. Maybe I'll do another Knight video. And Cyborg I feel is really good too. But again, I don't know that I've played him enough recently to have a good feel for it. Brawler probably will go up, but I don't want to just put him up because I have had some struggles with him. Apprentice as well. Apprentice could possibly be, like, these two characters are possibly S tier characters. I just haven't, I've lost too many times with them for me to put them in my S. You know, I think I would be just going off other people's view of them, which is generally very high. And I get why they're high, but for whatever reason, I just lose with them quite often, so can't really put them up there if that's the case. And I hope that One Arm, that's a character I need to play again, because I feel like I was doing really good with One Arm before I started tracking my data. Could do some shuriken runs with him. So probably Knight and One-Armed are the next characters I play, maybe. I could just choose them instead of going random. Anyway, though, that'll do it for this one. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.